All right, everybody, welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're diving into all the confirmed games we have so far for the Nintendo Switch 2.
Exciting stuff.
Yeah. You know that shiny new console that just dropped last week? Like, boom, surprise.
Yeah, and...
with the new Mario Kart.
Yeah, the new Mario Kart reveal.
Yeah, we've got all these articles here. We're going to look at them. We're going to sift through the hype and see what's really going on here.
Yeah, it's interesting, actually, because we have 8 games confirmed so far.
Okay.
But there's not a lot of big names.
Yeah.
You know, there's big system-selling titles.
Right.
So I think it's kind of fascinating to look at this as like a potential strategy from Nintendo to give some of the smaller developers a chance.
Oh, interesting.
To really shine in this early launch window.
So this is like the indie devs' time to shine.
Yeah, possibly, yeah.
Interesting. Okay, well, let's jump in.
Yeah, let's do it.
First up, we got to talk about Mario Kart, right?
Of course.
That's like the staple.
It's a Nintendo console.
It's a Nintendo console. You got to have a Mario Kart game.
Yeah.
So we got a glimpse of it in the reveal trailer, but there's no title yet.
No, which is very interesting.
Everyone's speculating.
Yeah.
What do you think's going on there?
I think it's, you know, the classic marketing tactic.
Right.
Keep people guessing, build up hype.
Right. The speculation.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
But I also think it could be hinting at something bigger.
Oh, okay.
You know, maybe a subtitle that kind of points to a new theme, or even a major gameplay change.
Okay.
Remember Mario Kart 8 when they introduced anti-gravity racing?
Yeah. That was a game changer.
It was huge.
Yeah.
I remember that.
So maybe it's something like that on that scale.
Okay, so they could really be changing things up.
Potentially, yeah.
Interesting. All right, next up, we got a little bit of a blast from the past. A Yooka-Laylee remake.
Oh, wow.
I know. For anyone who needs a refresher, this game was like huge back in 2017.
I remember it, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. It was supposed to be the spiritual successor to Banjo-Kazooie. And while it didn't quite live up to that, it had its own charm.
What do you think the chances are this remake is actually good, improves on the original?
Well, that's the million-dollar question.
Yeah.
I mean, remakes can be tricky.
Yeah.
Sometimes they just kind of polish the graphics, you know, and they're like, here you go, this is a remake.
It's new!
Yeah, it's new. But I think Playtonic Games knows they have a chance to kind of win back some players who were maybe a little skeptical the first time.
Right, right.
So if they address some of the things people had issues with, you know, the camera issues and the controls, I think that could make a huge difference.
Yeah, those were definitely things I remember.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, fingers crossed. All right, the next one has sleeper hit written all over it. Littlelands.
Okay.
It's a cutesy action-adventure game. The visuals already sold me, honestly. They're really cute. But I'm curious, are we talking substance or just style here?
You know, I think it could be both.
The developers are Raphael Martin and Kyle Creamer, and they have a pretty good track record
Okay.
of creating these really heartwarming indie games with surprisingly deep mechanics.
Oh, okay.
And cozy games are, you know, really popular right now. People want these low-stress, feel-good experiences.
Totally. Especially after a long day, you know.
Exactly.
Something to wind down to. Okay, Bestiario.
Bestiario, yeah.
It's a turn-based RPG with like social sim elements.
Oh, interesting combination.
It is. It sounds really cool.
Yeah.
But it's kind of flying under the radar, which I think is a shame. What do you think the challenges are for a game like this on a brand new console?
Well, I think it's really going to be about finding an audience.
Okay.
The developer, Wigan Industries, is a smaller studio.
Right.
So they're going up against, you know, some of the bigger companies out there.
Yeah, big names.
Exactly. For attention, you know, to get people's eyes on the game.
Right.
So I think the key is going to be for them to nail that unique blend of RPG combat and the social interactions.
Okay.
If they can make characters that players really care about, it could do really well.
Right. Get invested in the story. Okay. Now we're moving into the smaller titles, you know, those who are trying to get that early adopter crowd.
Yeah, the early birds.
Yeah. So first up is Synth Beasts. Sounds like classic monster collecting, battling.
Yeah.
Why is this such a popular genre for these early console releases?
Well, it's a proven formula.
Okay.
It's very easy to pick up and play.
Right.
So perfect for, you know, gamers just trying out a new console.
Yeah.
Plus, there's that, like, collectible aspect.
Got to catch them all.
Yeah, exactly. That keeps people engaged, you know?
Yeah.
But the risk for Synth Beasts is that if it doesn't offer something unique or innovative, it might get lost.
Right. It's got to stand out.
It needs a hook.
Okay. Aurascope.
Aurascope.
It's a platformer with some RPG elements and puzzle elements. Now, this is the passion project of a solo developer.
Wow.
I know, right? Nick Oztok.
That's impressive.
That's super impressive. What are the odds, do you think, of this one breaking through the noise?
I mean, solo developers are amazing.
Yeah.
They're the unsung heroes of gaming,
Right.
But it's all about execution.
Okay.
It needs to have tight gameplay, nice polished visuals, and those aha puzzle moments.
Right.
If he can nail those, I think word of mouth will do a lot for him.
I hope so. My time at Evershine. It's a sandbox sim RPG. The developers are Pathea Games, and they're leaning hard into those cozy vibes we were just talking about.
Yeah, I saw this one.
What are your thoughts?
I think they know what they're doing.
Okay.
They've had success with similar titles, and I think this could be a perfect fit for the Switch 2 audience.
Okay.
Think like Animal Crossing meets Stardew Valley, but with like a little bit more of an RPG twist.
Nice. All right, last but certainly not least, Secret Forest. Open world MMORPG built in Unreal Engine 5.
Wow.
I know, that's a mouthful.
Yeah.
This feels like a huge gamble, especially for a new console launch.
Yeah, it's definitely ambitious. And Unreal Engine 5 on the Switch 2 is like, uncharted territory.
Right. Yeah, I haven't seen that before.
No, and the developer is Zelkar Games.
Nice.
They're relatively unknown.
Okay.
So it's high risk, high reward. If they can pull it off, it's going to be huge.
Yeah.
But the technical challenges alone are, a lot to deal with.
Yeah. All right, so we've got a pretty good mix here.
Yeah, definitely.
We got familiar faces, Mario Kart, trying to keep that going. Some intriguing indie titles.
Yeah, a lot of interesting things.
Really trying to make a splash. But the question is, what is Nintendo holding back?
Right.
Because they've been very quiet
Yeah, very quiet.
about those big system-selling titles.
Yeah.
What do you think's going on there?
I mean, Nintendo loves a good surprise.
They do.
They really know how to create those, like, must-have games
Yeah.
that really define a console generation.
Right.
So, what do you think they have up their sleeve?
Ooh.
Could we see a new Zelda adventure? A Metroid Prime sequel?
That would be awesome.
Or maybe something completely unexpected?
Oh,
I guess we'll have to wait and see.
I guess so. And that's it for this deep dive, everybody.
Thanks for listening.
See you next time.
Bye.